support Burt Jones.
The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Get the latest video in one click at WJBF.com.
Right now on News Channel 65, cracking down on cell phones in Georgia schools. We'll let you know about a plan there.
And how state education leaders are preparing as your news at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with Georgia drivers preparing for higher prices at the pump after...
Betty there with the Strait of Hormuz reference. I see you. It is time now for our first check of the weather.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Well, it's a really nice June day. We're seeing 70s, which is definitely pretty unusual for this time of the year. So our temperatures are sitting around 10 degrees below average. We're at 79 in Allendale, 78 in Louisville, Bamberg, Evans, Thompson, all at that 80-degree mark. Same thing in Augusta. So pretty consistent temperatures around 77 to 80 degrees. Relative humidity nice and low today, down to around 20 to 30%. So we have this strong high pressure moving in, keeping us dry, and it is a little bit breezy with those winds out of the northeast, sustained up to around 11 miles per hour, winds gusting up to around 15. And you can see here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, plenty of sunshine for the Green Jackets game tonight as they take on the Delmarva Shorebirds once again. 78 at 7 p.m., staying sunny and dry. You can see nothing going on here on our Futurecast. Winds will also be lighter tonight and will be dropping into the upper 60s by 9 p.m. Now, as we look ahead to the next few days, sunshine staying in the forecast. Our temperatures will gradually warm up back to 88 on Saturday. But before we get there, we will have a chilly start to our Thursday with a low of 52, potentially breaking a record. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Aiken County now, where the Sheriff's Office confirms remains found last month in Blackville are those of a woman missing for several years. Crystal Anderson reported missing in August of 2022. Her remains found May 13th on Highway 37. Her boyfriend, Tony Berry, is charged with murder and kidnapping in the case. Officers found Berry's car in Newberry County, but Anderson's remains were never found. They arrested Berry's son as well on a charge of accessory to murder.
In less than a month, all Georgia school districts must have a cell phone ban policy in place for students in K through 8th grade. Atlanta Bureau Chief Archit Seshadri reports.
The Distraction-Free Education Act takes effect July 1st this year. It requires students to keep cell phones and other personal electronic devices put away throughout the school day.
We all know our cell phones are distracting. Even as adults, our cell phones are distracting. So with our students, we know that is even more of an issue. It is a win because students will not have their cell phones during the instructional day. So that will eliminate the distraction from the students so they can focus on the lessons. And that will also eliminate teachers dealing with the distraction of the cell phone.
Educators say the change will help improve student focus, support mental health, and reduce cyberbullying. State lawmakers also approving the expansion of the ban to include high school students, but that cell phone requirement does not take into effect until the 2027-2028 school year.
Extending the cell phone ban to high school so that all students are focused on learning and the reason they're at school rather than being distracted by their cell phones. Obviously, that's something that's very important.
This law does include exceptions for students who use certain medical devices or have special education needs. Reporting in Atlanta, Archit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
Well, we're finding out more about the construction of the James Brown Linear Park. It's starting to take shape downtown. Crew's been working about a year to upgrade the area where the James Brown statue was on Broad Street. It's going to have a new stage, a large fountain, landscaping, all sorts of nice amenities, and James Brown's music playing in the background.
and all the progress that's happening here downtown. It really is something that we feel good about, and I'd like to bring up that we've been really leaning into a campaign called the Feel Good City, Augusta as the Feel Good City. It does have that tie to James Brown, that I feel good, but it's also about just really feeling good about where you live and feeling good about the sense of place that is Augusta, and we're just excited about what the future holds with all these new construction.
I have a Feel Good City t-shirt from them. I love it. The project should be finished sometime next year.
Columbia County leaders say the long wait for the upgraded Savannah Rapids Pavilion is moving closer toward an opening date. The pavilion was heavily damaged, as you'll remember, during Hurricane Helene. It forced the cancellation of 230 events and left the facility closed to the public. County officials say they have developed and awarded a construction contract to help restore the facility.
We do have that insurance money that's going to help us. So the construction contract that was awarded to Duckworth was $11.4 million, around that. So that's where we're at today, and we believe it's a good scope and a good set of drawings for them to construct and rebuild Savannah Rapids Pavilion.
Remain hopeful that the renovation of the pavilion will result in a space that's better than it was before the storm.
Augusta commissioners approving a 49-day moratorium for new applications for data centers. That's going to give city planners a chance to work on new regulations for the centers based on where people want to put them, how much noise they make, and the size. The zoning plan, by the way, hadn't been updated since 1963.
Because we're being told that this is inevitable. They're coming to Augusta. They're not inevitable. Savannah has said no data centers, period. Other communities have said that. So I think the passion here is that people have their concerns, and I think that should be understood.
Right.
The public's going to be able to have its say on new regulations once they go to the Planning Commission.
A Grovetown man is behind bars on sexual exploitation charges. 38-year-old Michael McLean is charged with computer pornography under the Child Exploitation Prevention Act. Investigators say McLean sent explicit messages and images to a person he believed to be an underage girl. He also admitted to other crimes, including sexual assault and child molestation in other areas. He is being held in the Columbia County Detention Center.
Another person in jail in Aiken County charged with child sex crimes. He is 35-year-old Johnny DeHart, accused of videotaping and touching a young child in 2019. Deputies say he admitted to that during his arrest this week. He's charged with first-degree sexual exploitation of a minor and is being held without bond.
Coming up, a whistleblower speaking out.
Why a man says talking about his safety concerns at work cost him his job. Next.
This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam!
This is winner take all. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Knicks, Spurs, Game 1, ABC and the ESPN app.
Next DT, one-on-one with Pink.
South Carolina native and Grammy award-winning singer Peebo Bryson has died. The legendary R&B and pop vocalist was 75 years old. Julia Keener spoke to people in his hometown of Greenville.
That good-looking, good-sounding young man,
Robert Peebo Bryson's voice helped define the power ballad in the late 1970s and throughout the awards and the international fame. Bryson was a Greenville kid who got his start performing right here in the upstate.
Greenville is heartbroken.
Just devastating.
Just one of the ways Bryson's legacy lives on is through this mural at the Commons in Unity Park.
So I'm very proud that, we don't have to say, well, what are we going to do now? That he was able to see how special he was to his hometown and just what he meant to us.
Despite going on to become one of music's most recognizable voices.
Oh, I was so proud of him.
Earning 2 Grammy Awards and scoring hits including If Ever You're in My Arms Again and Can You Stop the Rain, Bryson maintained strong ties to Greenville.
It's good to know and have friends who knew you before all of that and who could appreciate you just for being you. And he had those relationships here in Greenville.
After a hometown performance at the Peace Center in 2023, he was honored with a key to the city, and a portion of Academy Street was renamed in his honor.
For him to remember the roots and come back was so exciting, so amazing.
He also returned to Greenville for the dedication of his mural at the Commons at Unity Park. As his legacy continues to grow, so does the appreciation from the community he's never forgotten.
I would tell him that we loved him, we will always love him, and that we're so grateful for never forgetting Greenville, his hometown, and that I'll look forward to enjoying his legacy of music for a lifetime.
High pressure is in control with plenty of sunshine, and we're definitely seeing some cooler temperatures for now, but things will gradually warm up, and we'll have an unsettled weather pattern next week, meaning some rain chances are on the way. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecast when we return.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
At Family Pharmacy in Aiken, we're more than just a pharmacy. We're locally owned and here to be part of your wellness team and your family. From everyday prescriptions to compounded medications made just for you, offering the highest quality supplements to expanded wellness services, we're here for you. Convenient, compassionate, connected. We'll even come to your home or work with our trusted delivery service. Come experience a pharmacy that cares and wants to know you. Family Pharmacy in Aiken for your wellness.
Coleman Services cares about our community, and our #1 priority this summer is keeping the AC on and the hot water flowing in your home or business. Coleman Services is proud to service the CSRA. Whether you're in Thompson, Harlem, Evans, Augusta, North Augusta, or beyond, call us anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365. At Coleman Services, you are our #1 customer. Coleman Services, your plumbing, heating, and AC pros.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's a look outside on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Allendale County. A beautiful view, lots of sunshine, just a little bit breezy, but here in Augusta, the winds are light at the moment. We're sitting at 80 degrees. Feeling 1 degree cooler than the actual air temperature, and that's thanks to dew points in the 40s, putting our humidity at 26%. Around the CSRA, we have a mix of upper 70s to low 80s, and as we break it down on our live Viper 6 neighborhood network powered by Tempest, you can see some of our small town temps here. 81 in Sardis, that's about as warm as it gets today. So why are we below average? Well, we had this cold front move through, and behind it, we have this high pressure system building in, bringing us the cooler and drier air. You can also see this feature here. This is an area of low pressure spinning off the coast there, but we have a lot of dry air that has moved into the two-state, and that's going to make for some really comfortable conditions over the next couple of days. There's that high pressure bringing the lower than normal temperatures. And you can see that typically for this first week of June, we have temperatures in the upper 80s. So to have the upper 70s today is definitely a treat for anyone who likes the cooler temperatures. But you can see tomorrow will still be below average, like I mentioned, but it will be noticeably warmer, getting up to around 85 degrees. And look at your morning temperature, only 52. So those overnight lows across the CSRA are going to be close to our record for this time of the year. So it's very unusual for us to see low 50s in June. Notice the average low is 65, and our average high tomorrow, once again, is 89 degrees. And we'll be in those mid-80s. So here's our futurecast tonight at 6 p.m. Winds coming out of the northeast. There's that big blue H bringing us the beautiful sunny conditions as we go into our Thursday, and Friday is going to be about the same. Now, as that high pressure shifts off towards the east coast, we'll start to see winds coming in from the coast, and that's going to bring in some warmer air and more muggy air as well, with dew points rising up into the mid-60s on Saturday, upper 60s on Sunday, and you can see those temperatures are certainly rising as well, making for a more typical first weekend of June. This is about near average, low of 60 Saturday morning, then all the way up to 65 on Sunday, and that's thanks to an increase in clouds. So expect a mostly cloudy Sunday. Won't be a washout, but we will have a 20% chance of rain then. Rain chances will increase up to 40% on Monday and Tuesday. Looks like an area of low pressure could be developing around the Gulf and to the west of us. So definitely some higher rain chances for our friends to the west over the next 7 days. But this is still a changing forecast, and it's possible that some of that moisture could move closer towards the east coast. But we're also still under the influence of that high pressure as well, trying to bring in the dry air. So we'll keep you updated on how much rain we're going to see. As of now, once again, we have those rain chances at 40% on Monday and Tuesday. Some storms possible then as well. We will start to warm up even more as we go towards the end of next week with a high of 90 next Friday, 91 the following Saturday. And we'll see a decent amount of sunshine, but we'll still keep at least a slight chance of rain through next weekend.
All right, Jenna, thank you.
Thanks, Jenna.
Up next, the NBA Finals start tonight.
We're going to have a preview of the matchup after the break.
Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
The NBA Finals tipping off tonight from San Antonio, Texas.
As the Spurs face the New York Knicks, Lauren Glassberg reports.
For the first time in 27 years, the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. The San Antonio Spurs have done it.
There is certainly excitement in this city. It has been 27 years since the Knicks were in the finals, and New Yorkers are pumped. Merchandise is selling out fast. There are watch parties scheduled for throughout the city, including right here at Madison Square Garden. There is even a subway station painted in Knicks blue and orange. Blue and orange is coursing through the blood of New Yorkers.
I'm envisioning that night and the next day in my mind, and I think it's just going to go nuts. Maybe the Statue of Liberty reanimates and comes to life and just walks down 7th Avenue.
It's definitely going to be a tough task. It's definitely going to be a physical grind because of the team that they are and what they're capable of. But focus on what we do. Just make sure we're locked in.
There's an energy sweeping throughout the Alamo City as the San Antonio Spurs are back in the NBA Finals for the first time in more than a decade. It's keeping local artists busy, local shops busy, and it's all to support our silver and black.
I'm the biggest Spurs fan. I love them, win or lose. And I love the whole team. Go Spurs, go.
When the ball goes up for the opening tip, game 1 of the finals, what's going to be going through your mind?
Hopefully, being thankful for being here, because I think that helps grounding me and that helps realizing that this is a chance that is not guaranteed and it's not forever.
Well, it should be a lot of fun to watch. Well, that does it for us for this half hour. There's more coverage you can count on at 5:30.
Including the latest on the conflict in Iran. We'll hear from lawmakers ahead of a crucial vote tonight. Next with Dee.
When you get approached from somebody about your commercial roof, you want to make sure that they have the proper license. Because if you let them start that project, in the middle of that project, the county drives by, LLR drives by, they can stop that project in the middle. So we're certified with all the major manufacturers to be able to offer all the best warranties. That includes all the necessary inspections and protection.
At Hickson, no matter if it's your business or your property, we're here to protect your investment. I'm David Hickson, and if your evening's fixing, call Mr. Hickson.
Governor Kemp.
Life happens fast. Everything today relies on a steady flow of electricity, keeping food fresh, staying connected, or protecting loved ones through the night. The last thing you want to worry about is losing power. A whole home generator ensures your family's safety and comfort by automatically transferring power as soon as an outage is detected. Power through with Castle Brothers. Right now, receive a free 10-year warranty and payments as low as $189 a month. Visit CastleBros.com.
Every time somebody see my tires, it sparks up a conversation. They want to know where you get that tire from. But the majority of people now, they know everything you got is from Lyle Smith. I'm going to walk out here with either 2 or 3 tires and 2 or 3 pocket seals. So my wife tell me now, said, what in the world you got all these pocket sauce? I said, well, you can always mix and match.
The number one place to start your day is on the number one entertainment talk show, live.
Stop it.
The number one place for your morning.
That math all makes sense to me.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's headlines, drivers will begin paying an additional 33 cents per gallon for gasoline and more than 37 cents per gallon for diesel fuel. AAA says while gas prices fluctuate daily, drivers could begin seeing prices rise as stations receive new fuel supplies. Some drivers we spoke with say higher gas prices could put additional pressure on household budgets. Also, in less than a month, all Georgia school districts that do not already have a cell phone ban policy in place for students must do so. The Distraction-Free Education Act takes effect July 1st, requiring students to keep cell phones and other personal electronic devices put away throughout the school day. State lawmakers also approved an expansion of the ban to include high school students, but that requirement does not take effect until the 2027 to 2028 school year. And crews have been working nearly a year to upgrade the area where the James Brown statue was located on Broad Street. Take a look at that. Once complete, the new stage is expected to have a large fountain, landscaping, shade structures, and Mr. James Brown's music to entertain visitors. We'll have more on these headlines at 6, but first. The U.S. Force has carried out another round of weight loss medicine is unfolding as Eli Lilly unveils Foundayo. It's the next generation of GLP-1 that swaps monthly injections for a daily pill. There's also the Wegovy pill, which became available earlier this year. What makes both daily pills so unique is the convenience. Foundayo can be taken with or without water at any time of the day and before or after a meal. The Wegovy pill must be taken on an empty stomach 30 minutes before a meal. Side effects for both are similar to other GLP-1 medications, including nausea, constipation, diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach pain. The average user for either pill option is an average of 25 pounds, and those who switched from an injectable GLP-1 to the pill maintained weight control. That's according to the experts. Time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci joining us now, and it was absolutely a beautiful day.
Yeah, loving the sunshine for a change after so many cloudy days lately, and also loving these cooler temperatures. It is not feeling like June by any means, as we're sitting around 10 degrees below normal. A lot of us in the upper 70s this evening. 80 in Gibson, though, 78 in Edgefield. Washington, you're at 79. Dew points are low today, down to the 40s, so much lower than they have been lately. So we're no longer feeling that muggy or stickiness in the air. It's feeling very comfortable, and winds are coming out of the northeast up to 11 miles per hour in Aiken. Wind gusts only up to around 15. And you can see the beautiful day here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam up at Soap Creek Marina. It's a great evening to be out at the lake. Definitely catch a nice sunset with temperatures dropping into the upper 60s by the 9 o'clock hour. And as we look ahead here, you can expect a lot of sunshine as we go into the next few days as well. Also a chilly start to our Thursday, getting down to 52 in the morning, but those temperatures will rebound back to highs in the upper 80s by the start of the weekend. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecasts coming up, but back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. Artificial intelligence has already changed the way many people do business, with impacts on the economy and the job market. Experts say they expect that disruption to continue in the coming years. Here's the story.
We should have good AI development.
To the death of an R&B singer whose music, well, it truly inspired generations. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah.
Confirms the singer-songwriter has died after suffering a stroke. For more than 50 years, he lent his silky smooth tenor to iconic soul ballads and R&B classics. It's for Disney that brought him global recognition, partnering with Regina Bell on the Great Five. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
So sad. Wow. The NBA Finals are officially here. Who do you want to win? And the number one item that people forget when they get out of Uber. This and more. It's all new and what's trending up next.
And now it's time for a look at our Live 846 neighborhood network powered by Tempest. You can see temperatures are definitely much cooler than normal across some of our small towns here in the CSRA. Notice 81 in Sardis. And speaking of Burke County, here's a look at those current conditions. 82 in Perkins. River Road showing 80 degrees, humidity in around the 30% range, and dew points in the 50s. And if you want to find out more about our Live 846 neighborhood network powered by Tempest, take a moment now to scan this QR code to take you to WJBF.com.
This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam.
This is winner take all. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Knicks, Spurs, Game 1, ABC and the ESPN app.
Tonight, the race to take
Time and temperature brought to you by Peachtree Pest Control, protecting what matters most.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. There are just a few hours left before tip-off in Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs, and the excitement has been growing across both cities, as you can imagine. Take a look at this story.
For the first time in 27 years, the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. The San Antonio Spurs have done it.
There is certainly excitement in this city. It has been 27 years since the Knicks were in the finals, and New Yorkers are pumped. Merchandise is selling out fast. There are watch parties scheduled for throughout the city, including right here at Madison Square Garden. There is even a subway station painted in Knicks blue and orange. Blue and orange is coursing through the blood of New Yorkers.
I'm envisioning that night and the next day in my mind, and I think it's just going to go nuts. Maybe the Statue of Liberty reanimates and comes to life and just walks down 7th Avenue.
It's definitely going to be a tough task. It's definitely going to be a physical grind because of the team that they are and what they're capable of. But focus on what we do. Just make sure we're locked in.
There's an energy sweeping throughout the Alamo City as the San Antonio Spurs are back in the NBA Finals for the first time in more than a decade. It's keeping local artists busy, local shops busy, and it's all to support our silver and black.
I'm the biggest Spurs fan. I love them, win or lose. And I love the whole team. Go, Spurs, go.
When the ball goes up for the opening tip, Game 1 of the Finals, what's going to be going through your mind?
Hopefully, being thankful for being here, because I think that helps grounding me and that helps realizing that this is a chance that is not guaranteed and it's not forever.
I'm excited about the game, of course. I'm excited for the Knicks because I have a lot of family and friends who live up there. My Uncle Lonnie and my cousin David and my cousin Chris, all kinds of family up there. But my son loves the Spurs because of Wemby. Wemby is 7'4", I think it is. My son, that's his favorite player. He's tall. My son wants to be tall like Wemby. So we're going to be watching that together. So we'll see what happens with this game. Well, Uber has, and also Jay-Z with the Knicks baseball cap. Isn't it apropos that Jay-Z is back on the scene now with the Roots Picnic? He did a phenomenal job. He has his big concert coming up. I think it's June 4th, so I think it's tomorrow, the 30th anniversary of his release. And I think it's Reasonable Doubt. And so now the Knicks are going to, it's amazing. So I'll be talking a lot about that tomorrow probably. Uber has released their list of the items that people have left behind when they're exiting their ride. And it includes more than 1 million cell phones. I can believe it. Danny New reports.
For the 10th year, the rideshare app Uber has released its annual Lost and Found Index, punctuated by a display in downtown New York featuring the most infamous items left behind in Ubers. You'll notice Labubus and Ozempic. According to the index released Tuesday, phones were the most forgotten item over the past year, with more than 1 million reported. Meanwhile, the most forgetful day was Sunday, and the most forgetful city was New York.
I have had a fair number of friends lose phones and have to travel out to Queens to get them back.
So I spoke with folks in the country's reportedly most negligent city, like Danielle here, who says her friends' drivers did not want to come all the way back to return their phones.
They took an Uber out to get their phone from another Uber driver.
And then Ubered back.
Yeah.
That seems a little extreme, though. Usually Uber says it is a $20 fee to have a driver just bring an item back to you.
I've lost my AirPods in an Uber before.
Did you get them back?
I did get them back.
For example, my ABC colleague, Punya, said she paid that $20 fee, but only once she frantically called her driver and begged him to dig through his car.
And he comes with his wife the next morning, like right before I have to go to work, and he's like, hands me my AirPods, and then he drives away.
However, the more memorable part of the index might be the most eccentric items left behind. In this graphic, Uber says the most surprising item of 2017 was a lobster, 2018 were divorce papers, and 2026 was a 75-gallon fish tank. A 75-gallon fish tank.
Is it full of fish?
I don't want to know. I read some of the items on the list from 2026 to see which ones New Yorkers thought were the most shocking. A dishwasher.
There's no
What?
Dentures with 2 teeth.
How do you do that?
A welding helmet.
Yeah, I did forget that last week.
That was you.
That was me.
That's who did this. Others on the list include a Donny Osmond group picture, pelvis implants, and 2 wedding gowns. Also 420 donuts. Wonder how many that person got back. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny Neal.
Now, the cell phone, I could definitely see, but all those other things, unless you put them in the trunk when you first get in and then you get out in a hurry, I don't see how you could forget those things. Oh, also, Reasonable Doubt, one of my favorite albums. It's actually June 25th will be the 30th anniversary. Jay-Z fans, you get it. We feel each other, right? And we saw the Reasonable Doubt, all the songs he performed at the Roots picnic over the weekend. It was phenomenal. We had some phenomenal weather today. Hopefully we can get more like this, but high pressure in control of plenty of sunshine. We get that warming up. No, we don't want that, but it was really nice today. Let's see if we can get some more. Jenna has your full forecast next.
You've just had a car.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. This is a live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam right outside the station. Not a cloud out there. We have abundant sunshine sitting at 80 degrees, and we always love to see when it's actually feeling cooler than the actual air temperature. That's not something we have very often in June or in the summertime, so we'll take 79 all day long. It's all because of the low dew points and low humidity sitting at only 26%. Our sunset will be at 8:34 tonight, so still plenty of time to head out and soak up this sunshine. Upper 70s to low 80s across the board, so that puts us around 10 degrees below normal for this time of the year, and the reason why was because of this cold front passage. So this front is still located down in Florida, bringing scattered showers and storms there, but we have all of this dry air moving in, and you can see that on our water vapor imagery. So a lot of moisture still down in Florida, but this orange color there representing that low humidity and just really pleasant conditions. That will stick around as we go into our Thursday. We have strong high pressure in control, and things will warm up a tad tomorrow, but still a couple degrees below normal. We will have a chilly start, though, 52, possibly tying or breaking a record lowest low for this day. And then as we go into the afternoon, light winds out of the east hitting 85 degrees by the 5 o'clock hour. And those low temperatures tonight will be up to around 55 at the warmest. So all of us at least 10 degrees below our average low of 65. For our highs tomorrow, like I mentioned, we will be a bit warmer, getting into those middle 80s. Average high is 89, and you can see here on our feature cast tonight, winds still coming out of the northeast, staying completely clear. High pressure gets closer to us on Thursday, bringing lighter winds than what we're seeing today. And then notice the shift in wind direction as this high pressure moves out to sea. We'll have more of an easterly wind coming in, and that's going to bring in some more moisture, with dew points increasing into the 60s by Saturday and Sunday. So enjoy this lower humidity while it lasts. We will be back to a more typical June forecast just in time for the first weekend of June. So definitely make some outdoor plans, though. It's still not going to be too hot, as we'll be sitting at 88 both days. And the difference from Saturday to Sunday will be the increase in cloud cover, and also introducing just a 20% chance of rain on Sunday. So it doesn't look like it'll be a washout, but Sunday evening is when we'll have to watch for some showers and storms. Then a higher chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday, up to 40%. Overall, it does look like we'll be entering an unsettled weather pattern next week with an area of low pressure developing to the west of us. Higher certainty that our friends to the west will get some more significant rainfall over the next 7 days, but this is still a changing forecast. And if that low moves closer to us, then we could be talking some more significant rainfall values here in the CSRA. Notice those rain chances do go back down to 20% starting next Wednesday, continuing into the following weekend, and temperatures will soon hit 90 degrees again. And we will be right back.
At Stanton, you get the best value. 2 pairs for just $79. A free eye exam, anti-glare made same day.
That's value you can actually see.
Smart, simple, Stanton.
I've been involved in 2 accidents where the Barnes Law Office has represented me. The staff is professional and they care about your well-being, and they work hard to get you the highest settlement possible. So if you're ever in an accident and you want to get paid, pick up the phone and call the Barnes Law Office.
I'm attorney Latasha Barnes of the Barnes Law Office. If you have been involved in a car or trucking accident, please do not hesitate to call us. We are the women who win.
The headlines about Jackson and his... You've heard everything in your favorite show? On Family Ties, ever notice how Alex doesn't really sound like he's from Ohio?
Me?
Like he's from...
Tomorrow morning. Sorry, Mom. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alex, it's sorry.
Sorry. Okay, all right, I'm sorry.
From, Canada. Maybe that's because Michael J. Fox is from Canada, eh?
Tomato.
Take a closer look and listen at Antenna TV.
Antenna TV.
Hi, I'm Richard Lawson, and we're celebrating Black excellence.
Celebrating Black Excellence 365, only on News Channel 6.
At Stanton, we sell great frames. All sorts of frames. Over 1,000 frames, starting at just $79.
I saved money, and I see great.
Smart, simple, Stanton.
This is in the Northwest Track Wildlife Park in Eatonville, Washington. Park officials say their mother named Violet moved these puppies to the den to keep them safe and dry from the rain. These are wolf puppies, and they're close to mom as they continue to grow and develop, but park officials say this video highlights the early care behavior in endangered red wolves and the ongoing conservation efforts to support the species. So I guess they're rare for people to see them like that. Pretty interesting. That does it for this half hour, but we have more coverage you can count on coming up next at 6, including the expiration of Georgia's gas tax suspension and what it means for drivers, and when we'll begin to pay the higher state gas tax again. But prices will begin changing as new gasoline supplies arrive, so don't think you're in the clear just yet. They're going to go up. And we'll take a look at how this could impact how much people will drive. The story is coming up next.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen the power of fighting back. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
Join me in voting for Derek Dooley.